Yeah, I guess I suppose. Yeah. For the second thought, might as well get it on video. Oh, it's like super zoomed in. Why can't I zoom this out? Okay, here we go. Wait, hold up. Gloves gotta come off. It's like I'm almost in tears. Yeah, if you could hold this for a second. Thanks, yeah. Yeah, so, smoking cigarettes, you know. Yeah, here's your lighter, thanks. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of things to say. My dear friend Camera. About cigarettes, but you never tried it, so it's hard to tell you what it's like. Like, it's like a different type of relationship though. 'Cause like, it's one of those things that you're never really proud of. Like, now I feel like I'm acting almost as if this isn't my last cigarette. Or like I'm self-conscious, or I'm like afraid I'm gonna cry or some shit on a video, which I don't do. I don't think I have. Which is good. Yeah, so it's like, it's kind of windy. Just kidding. Just jokes. I'm trying to like make this emotional thing. No, it's funny because like I decided I might as well make the video like right, like the guy who was holding the camera for a second there. He said it was his last cigarette, and I needed to make a video. So I was like, yo, I should make a video. And you know, I feel like I need to. I've been needing to take control over my habits. Of breath, like breathing, you know. It's like one of those things where we do it all of our lives, whether or not we're conscious of it. Oh shoot, sometimes that happens by accident. But it's okay. I mean, like, smoking, it's one of those things where, like, you know, it could make us, feel more desperate. Fuck that shit though. Like, that sound is fucking like ruining the fucking last fucking smoking video. Like, but that's the thing though. I only do one video at a time. That's just how I do my life. Okay. Like, I hate doing two. What do you call them? What do you call those things? Two scenes or two takes. I just don't even know the name of it because I just don't pay attention to that shit. Like, what the, I don't know. There's some weird shit that's like in my lungs, you know. And like I've been smoking for like at least upcoming on like a disgusting amount of time. And what the fuck is wrong with the fucking like civilization? Making like smoking cigarettes is so mainstream. And also just like fucking liars, like the advertising on the cigarette packages saying it kills people. It's like, oh, really? It's like, this, like, I've never heard of somebody buying one pack of smokes and dying. Like, immediately after smoking that pack of smokes. You know? Like, really, though. Like, there's like a whole other process that's involved with that, you know? Let's make sure it's still filming. Okay, good, yeah. Because this is like sort of controversial video. I don't want it to, you know, like, have some sort of like slow, you know, like I want to think about it while I'm discussing it. And it's not that it's not that they're disgusting. They're not. They're really not disgusting. I've actually always liked the taste of cigarettes. And is that even true? I think that's a questionable thing. Like, I might not have liked them when I first started. It's weird because, like, you know, like, videos are really good at, like, sort of, like, capturing, like, the essence of what life is. Or things that we can't even see about how, you know, certain things may make us feel. But, you know, like, this is not an advertisement for cigarettes. But you know what's strange? It's like, okay, like when it comes to the prohibition, you know, prohibiting cigarette companies from having their own labels on the smoke, or prohibiting cigarette companies from having their own labels on the packaging, or like forcing cigarette companies to, you know, have like excessive amounts of taxes, more than any. It seems like they're targeting cigarettes or cigarette companies more than any other industry. You know, and it's like I get it. Like, tobacco can be grown like in France and like in Virginia, for sure. Those two places I know. Yeah, let me put my skipper down. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera that much. Like, it's because I don't want this to be like, you know, like I always try to be honest. You know, like I tried being dishonest, and like it's, you know, like it's not worth it. Like, yeah, so it's like, but when you think about it, when it comes to the free market, you know, it's like you would think that it would be important to allow companies their own, you know, packaging, labels, and whatever. And I'm not saying, sorry, I don't mean to say that cigarettes are healthy. And neither am I supporting cigarettes. I'm supporting a free market when I say that the world should not especially governments, should not be judgmental and targeting like certain industries and then doing whatever they can to what's it called, like limit the amount of consumption of what people like. People have their own freedom of choice. That's like why we're on Earth, right? We can make our own choices. And freedom is important to me. And like so I keep on looking away from the camera right now. It's like I really don't want this to be a video unless it's real, right? And it's like I didn't realize that like until after I started the video. Like the implications of even just making this video. Like, it's awkward. This is a long video, so it's like, it's okay. At least like, has some depth. I'd much rather prefer it not edited. This is natural, right? This is a natural, it's just a natural, way of showing, people. Like all my edited like, videos, like, which is only like what, like the videos that I've actually edited was like the chilling out video, part 1 and part 2. If I even edit the part 2 one, like besides what do you call it? Like on a phone where you can like pause and play. I don't consider that editing. Because you're not using like an application like on a computer. Which it takes a lot of the realness out of whatever you're saying in your video. This better not be. I was hoping that the video wasn't stopped. Yeah, this is kind of like where I'm like almost about to upload the video already, because I was like, I wanted to upload a video, and I also want to, make a change in my life. And even though I may not have put very much thought into it, it must. I'm an honest person, so I mean, it can't be that hard. It can't be that difficult. And yeah, honestly, to be the best thing that you could do would be to allow the market to be uninhibited. Would be to allow tobacco companies to at least, make sales. Not, based upon, how many, Queen Elizabeths are in their pocket, compared to some places where it's like, how many, I don't know how it is in other countries, but, it's like Prohibition is basically an idiom that was started in 1929. Oh no, that was the prohibition of marijuana. But the prohibition of alcohol lasted during the 20s. But basically, like, it created a bunch of industries that, and like a whole bunch of like, you know, like like less healthy forms of drinking during the 20s. And you know, and then after that, like like not even allowing those less healthy forms of drinking, which is like, you know, that's just the way it is. I'm not trying to support alcoholism as a way of life either, but telling people that they can't do something almost suggests to them that they, unless they physically can't, that they're being lied to. And almost as a natural response, they might even, you know, just like make it as a, you know, as a. It's like, for example, there's so many illegal, you know, illicit drug substances nowadays. I don't know where they like determine whether or not they're illicit, or I'm trying to make this kind of awkward too, just because like it's sort of showing how it's like it's kind of not really practical to tell people that they can't do something, especially if they've never even heard of it before. Like a lot of the drugs on the illegal drug list or substances list are probably never even known or never heard of until they're looked up online, you know, after finding out they're illegal. So yeah, it's like what I'm trying to say is it better to tell people that they can't do something that is physically possible? Or is it better to, you know, just like leave it to the imagination whether or not it's possible? If, you know, like a person's a concerned parent, or to just like write out a list of what can or cannot be done. Almost like, in a way challenging the person, be them a child or an adult, to, you know, like to accept their hypothesis. And then it's like, to what effect, or where does that cause lead us, you know? Like, I don't know. I think it's best if we, you know, allow markets to be free, of course. Like, that's just like automatically, you know, probably gonna work the best, you know, smoothest, and easiest, you know, like obstructing anything is never, or prohibiting anything, it always has to come with the added, you know, resistance to them doing it. And I don't like being awkward in videos, but it's kind of an awkward subject. But yeah, something I am passionately about is like ending prohibition, because it's like naturally anything that is naturally prohibited it's not even necessary to tell you that it's prohibited. It's like you can't you know, like shrink kids in honey, or like you can't cover kids in honey and shrink them, or you know, I've said that joke before. That's like a second time, and like, or you can't. There's so many things you can do in life, you know. Things you can't do. Like, you tell me, like, and then we'll see. You know, that's like, you know, like, and the prohibition. Yeah. You don't have to quit doing anything. You stop telling people to quit, or stop telling people what to do. It's their life. They can make their own choices. That's their freedom. Honestly, I think you know what the right thing to do here is. Just like, comment, subscribe, and wherever it is on the screen. Start up your own YouTube channel, and I'll subscribe to you after you subscribe to me. And you know, the whole world will be like surfing on a wave. It'll be awesome.